Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project Podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. Yesterday, I was trying to figure out all the shit to make this automation work and make the databases not as big and all this stuff. And I closed up my laptop, went, laid in bed, and sat on my phone for maybe 30 minutes just trying to think of ways that I could get around this. I came up with a few. They don't work. All good. So this morning, I Googled some stuff yesterday and was using ChatGPT. I've been using a lot of Grok and a lot of Claude lately. I don't know why these AI systems have such uncomfortable names. ChatGPT is just a mouthful. ChatGPT. And then Grok. I don't know. And then Claude. If you ask me, these are weird, just uncomfortable names to say. I was using Grok. I don't know. To me, weird as fuck. Anyway, I learned that you can write code to build databases in Notion. And because you can write code, you can copy paste and make a shit ton of database or a shit ton of properties, columns, whatever, instantly. And so I had AI, we'll say, generate me a database. And guess what? It did exactly what I needed to do. I mean, for the most part, there's some things I'll have to polish up. But yeah, in 4 minutes, it makes me an entire, not even that, the whole process. So it'll generate me the code. I paste it into Visual Studio, and then I export that, connect the Notion backend shit, the integration or connection number or whatever, the product key or the website, the page key, whatever it is, put all that together. And then I do a lot of stuff in the terminal. So I'll run certain commands in the terminal of my computer. And then that, I don't know. I don't truly understand how it works, but it works and I know it does. So I just run with it. Side note, it's kind of how I feel about a lot of shit in the world, but don't really know why it is or isn't. It just is, and I believe it, and so I run with it. But anyway, so I had it do that, and the fact that I watched in front of me a database with 200 properties be created in 5 minutes, that's an improvement. Hell yes, you know? And so that's great. That's fantastic, actually. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I still run into the same issues. Well, not all the same issues, but I just run into issues, and I just don't want to. And so I'm just exploring. I'm just kind of relinquishing the fact that it could be all inside Notion, and I might have to use different automation systems like Make or Zapier, whatever. And I think I'm just going to have to run with these automation softwares. I'm going to have to go out of the third-party shit. I'm going to have to use the third-party shit. And again, it's one of those things where I've built this entire system without using third-party. Third-party offers a lot more that I can do. But now that I'm breaking that barrier, I think, to use it, I can now go back and make things even better. So, fuck. That's what I have to say about that. Before I go balls to the wall with all that, I'm just going to set this up to see if it works the way that I want, because I was just bouncing ideas off of AI and it gave me just some ideas. So, for example, I actually asked a Notion AI. What did I even ask it? Does it tell me what I asked? Oh, I said, if I use Make or Zapier or whatever, and it's all integrated, and then I sell the system to somebody else, will it still work? And then it says, you have option number 1, I keep ownership and provide as a service. So I maintain control of the Make or Zapier account. It's like, why are you calling a software Make? I don't know. You maintain control of the Make account and automations. Charge the buyer a recurring fee for the automation service. You're responsible for maintenance and troubleshooting. Client depends on your continued service, which is actually fucking awesome because it is like I make costs money. Let's see. Make.com. It's also 8:26 a.m. So if I go to pricing, so at the, how many teams and team roles, create and share scenario templates, enterprise. How many things do I, 10,000 credits a month. So 10,000 credits a month, I believe one credit, let's see. Each module action in your scenario, like adding a Google Sheet row or fetching Gmail account data, counts as one operation. Okay, so I have 10,000 credits a month. So I think what this means is if I have it automate to and from something, that's 2. Like if I say go to Google and then come back to Notion, I think that's 2. So if I have something that every day, that's 1, looks at the database row, that's 2, puts those numbers inside of a second database, second database, that's 3. Well, first of all, it's got to find it, so that's 3. Then puts it in there, that's 4. Or maybe that's just 4, I don't know. We'll just call it 5. So 5 per day for one database. Now, if I'm doing this with 20 databases, that's 100 operation or credit things a day for one person. And so in a year or in a month, that's 3,000 operations, I believe, because that would be, this is the thing about me, dude. I feel like the math I just said out loud was absolutely correct, but now I have no idea how I got that number. That happens all the time. So 5 operations times 20 databases per day equals 100. Yeah, that is right, bro. Dude, that happens so much. I'll do something in my head and I have no idea how I got it, but I know that it's correct. Just like that, it's correct. Anyway, so it's 3,000 a month for one person. And it looks like, well, actually, this is not bad at all. It's crazy. Access to the Make API. I'd probably do the Pro, which is 18 a month. And so if I have 10 people and they're all using all these different automations, that's at least 30,000. So I would need to pay for 40,000 credits. That's just the next tier. So it'd be $62 a month. That ain't shit. But it is expenses. It is an expense that I have to pay. And so if somebody doesn't want to pay me a recurring, then I just turn that shit off straight up. Like that will now be required for sure. So that's pretty cool. The other option is to transfer the automation. So create a Make team and add the client as a member. Transfer ownership of specific scenarios to them. They'll need their own Make subscription. They gain full control, but also responsibility. So that's just more shit for them. So if I just take that and I say, yeah, I'll handle this, because this is for 10 people. If I have 100 people and I'm doing 400,000 credits, I'll have to pay for the 500,000 credits a month. That's $500 a month. Bro, see? This is supposed to happen. And if I need 2 million credits a month for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck would happen, but this definitely would cost money, and this justifies spending or charging the recurring. So if I'm doing 2 million credits a month, that's $1,600 a month. That's insane. I don't know if I would need that much, but it says looking for more, contact us. Now, let's compare that. So let's just go 1 million. 1 million credits a month is $880 on Make. I believe Zapier is more powerful, and I think you can do more things with it overall. And it might be the best route to go, to be honest. But when you look at the pricing, how many? Yeah, it's almost triple the cost, and I guess it's fine. But well, here's how I'm looking at it. So if I need 1 million tasks per month, if I need that, chances are I have at least, I don't know, at least 50 clients. 50 clients, all like 50 clients at 500 recurring, if that's what it is 25,000 recurring. So that the recurring pays for Zapier alone, so we're fine. But if I have 50 clients, 50 times $5,000 up front is 250,000 or 250,000. So I would believe that wouldn't be a problem. So whatever. But it is triple the cost. I don't know if I don't know which is easier to use, but I'm confident that Zapier is the way to go long term. Also, it just sounds better. I'm going to zap this to this. Zapier. Make. I'm going to set up an automation with Make. I'm going to zap this. So that's also some pretty good branding, and if that's the proper term, good branding. You call it Zapier, and what you make are zaps. It's cool. Some people call it Zapier, and okay, but do you call them zapes as well? No, it's a zap. Stupid fuck. All good. So there's that. Whoa, what? Chatbot add-on, AI, for individuals who want to build AI chatbots trained on their data. Wow. Anyway, I think I'm going to have to go this route because what I'm doing in Notion is just getting too far complex to do all inside of just Notion itself. And I just need help. I can't do this solo. I need some help with automations and AI. I just need to use it as much as possible. Not that I was not using it as much as possible, but there's a lot of stuff inside of Notion now that I was like, oh, I'll just keep it in Notion. I won't use anything else. It'll be simple. But I think, and truthfully speaking, I think the more that I do use things like Zapier, it does prevent people from like stealing this. So if I set everything up on Zapier and everything runs off of it, when somebody transfers this to somebody else, I don't think it'll work. And if it does, I believe I'll get let's see. Let me ask. Dude, I've got like 3 different AI things open right now. If I have a lot of Zapier automations set up in my Notion system, and then I sell the system and and give the client a copy, will the Zapier automations still work? No, they won't carry over. Perfect. Then we're set. So maybe this is how I make this unpiratable. Zapier automations are tied to your Zapier account, not to the Notion workspace itself. When you duplicate or share a Notion workspace system, the database. So there's a word. It's schema, schema, schema. I think of schematics, but the database schematics and pages copy over, but Zapier connections don't. Your zaps are configured against your own Notion integration, the Notion connection, inside of Zapier. There we go. Zapier, which uses an API key tied to your workspace. When the client gets their own copy of the system, those connections break because Zapier won't see their version of the database as the same as yours. After the client has their copy, they'll need to set up a Zapier on their side. That means creating their own, connecting their Notion workspace to Zapier, rebuilding. Document this automation for them. So if I want to continue to use my personal for these systems, do I just go into their workspace after I give them everything and relink the zaps? Well, that would be a pain in the asshole, huh? How to keep using Zapier for client systems. You remain the Zapier account owner. Clients don't need their own Zapier unless you want them to take it over. Relink automations after duplicating the system. When you copy your Notion system into their workspace, the database and page IDs will change. Your existing Zaps won't know those new IDs. You'll need to go to Zapier, edit each Zap, reconnect the triggers actions to their Notion database. Is that easy to do? Clients can't self-manage their automations unless you give them Zapier access. Scaling can get messy if you have templates clients all tied to one Zapier account. Rate limits, clutter. How would it get messy? How would it get messy? Can I not? Well, I guess let's just log in real quick. I know I have a Zapier account. Guess not. This account doesn't exist. Let's sign up really quick. Let's just get started for free. Email. Hold on. Save. What's your role? Where's ops, dude? Okay, got that. What's your team size? 1 to 49. I feel like one person versus 49. It's a completely different dynamic, but it's the same shit. All good. I need Notion. I just need Notion, dude. That's it. See, this changes everything. Can I have Notion go off of Instagram and then just get leads automatically? I don't know. See, that's that. I'm diving into a whole world, dude. Okay, well, I'm in here now, so let's go to Zaps. I have folders. How the fuck is it going to get messy? I have folders. Everything's sorted. It's not like it's one big pool. Yeah, there are no Zaps in this folder. So that means I would definitely... Wait, so how easy is this? Let's see. Productize operation. Okay. Relink automate. So I need to ask ChatGPT this. Relink automation. Is this easy or is this time consuming? Am I starting from scratch or do I just relink to new structure or relink to new pages? Part of me thinks this is going to be a bitch, so I'll have to hire it out. It's not starting from scratch, but it's not one click either. What stays the same? The structure of your Zaps, steps, logic, actions you built. What breaks? Anywhere you reference a specific database or page in Notion, because those IDs are unique to your workspace, Zapier won't find them once you copy the system. What you do, open each Zap for the Notion steps, reselect the database page from the new client's workspace, test the Zap. If you have just a few Zaps, it takes a few minutes. If you have dozens, it can get tedious because you must relink each step manually. You don't rebuild the logic, you just swap the new Notion databases. What goes into swapping in the new Notion databases? Just copying the links. Pretty much, but it's a little more than just pasting links. Here's what happens. Open your Zap in Zapier. So example, when a new item is added in database A, send a select message. Go to Notion step, trigger action. Zapier will show a drop-down for the database or page. Right now, it points to your original workspace's database ID. Reconnect to the client's workspace. First time, add the client's workspace under your Notion connection in Zapier. Just log in. Then, in the drop-down, select the same database name but from the client's workspace. Retest that step. Notion databases pages are identified by unique IDs, not names. When you duplicate your system, all those IDs change. Zapier doesn't automatically map them by reselecting from the drop-down. So all I do is select from drop-downs. I don't have to get integration keys or anything like that for each individual automation. Correct? Correct. You don't need a new integration key. You just enable each automation. You connect your Notion workspace to your Zapier account once. After that, Zapier remembers that connection. For each Zap step, you just open the step and pick. Yeah, so long story short, I think that I would have to, if I'm going to, I don't know. If I'm getting like one sale a week, then I could do it for sure. But if I'm getting 10 sales a week, change things quite a bit. And maybe I'm wrong, but maybe it'll be easier. Maybe it'll be, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to dive too much into that. I got to go and get stuff. I got to continue working on Mina stuff. I did just discover this, so I wanted to talk about it. It's funny because I'm now 20 minutes in, but yeah, so there's that. I'll definitely record more because I have a Zoom call with Dawson in 2.5 hours. I don't expect anything to come of that. Part of me, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. And well, not that I don't know what to expect. I just don't expect anything. I don't even know what I'm going to say because it was the previous idea was like, hey man, I'm going to not work at all for you for the next 6 weeks. I'm going to build the system out. And then once it's back, you're going to get everything top to bottom. And then we'll start on the monthly subscription. But every coach you bring me, it's this much off a month and you can get it for free. That's just my incentive so that I can work on it. So that was the original offer. And now I've been thinking about what Mina said. I think the $2,500 a month is steep. I was thinking to position it as they're hiring a team, they're hiring people, they're also paying for the system, they're also getting the highest form of Notion. And for all of that a month, I feel like that when you include 2 fucking employees, like 1 employee a month right now, if you pay them $30 an hour, that is $4,800 a month right there. So if you pay them $15 an hour, that would be $2,400 a month for 1 employee. If you pay them $7 an hour, that would be $750 a month. Is that what it is? 750 times 160? That'd be 1,200, I guess. Wait, hold on. Did I do this wrong? 30 times 40. Yeah. So 15. So 750. Wait, what? Yeah. How is that not? Yeah, whatever. So 750 times 40. So 750 an hour for a month would be 1,200. Yeah, I don't know. Where was I even going with that? Yeah, so whatever. The point that I'm trying to get at is that the price point is for 2 employees, the system itself, the highest form of Notion, and you get constant support and build and stuff. Just hiring people alone will equal that. So that's where I'm at with that number. So I still stand by that. I feel like that's fine. I also do think that I would have to communicate that value exceptionally well so that it is justified, because it is more than the mastermind that these guys are in that is helping them make $100,000 a month. So I don't know. Maybe an upfront cost and then a maintenance fee of I don't know. Doesn't matter right now, but that's where I'm at with a lot of this stuff. So I have a Zoom call with Dawson, so I'm gonna just tell him probably what I just said here, and just go from there. We'll just brainstorm. I just need more time, so that's it. Told him that yesterday. I did say yesterday, I was like, hey man, that whole recurring model, it's a little bit different. It'll be less than I said that yesterday. It'll be less than half, but it'll be an upfront cost. So I think I'm just going to be upfront, because yesterday I just said, hey man, just to be 100% transparent, I just don't have any time to do a lot of this stuff. And I'm trying to buy some of that back. So I'm just trying to incentivize people to let me do that. So that's what that's about. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's where I'm at with everything. So I'll be back for the Zoom call.
What's up?
What's going on, dude?
How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing good. Everything's well. Are you done moving? You just moved?
No, we're packing.
Oh,
We're packing
okay.
right now, so right in the thick of it.
Oh man, are you at the new place now, or are you still at the old?
Still at the old place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new place is September 1st.
Okay.
So still is.
Oh, that's pretty close, dude. Dang.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're pumped for it, right? Yeah.
Dude. But yeah, dive into the things, the stuff. To be honest, I haven't even gone over that long ass paragraph text.
Yeah. The ebook.
Let's go over some of the things that we built. If you want to share your screen and show me, how do I do this?
Okay, one sec here.
Okay, you should be able to share your screen now. Let's go over that stuff. Go over what we built, how we can implement it, the communication with the team, and then go over the next stuff with me.
Okay, cool. Okay, sharing now. All right. What exactly did you want to look at? Because this is your workspace or your team, whatever, your Notion. So everything.
I still can't see your screen for some reason.
You can't see my screen?
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Number 2.
Okay, here we go. Sweet.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm on.
Show me Seth's tracker.
That is right here. So I made he gave me a little list of things that he wanted. I haven't got in there and done anything with it. It's as basic as it gets right now, though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you just fill out the form. That's what he wanted, so.
Sick. That's easy. The most important thing is that renewal tracker.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Extension follow-up.
So that's right here. Have you looked at this yet?
I have. Yeah.
I guess these are the names. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be huge for my coaches to see and visualize this instead of me being like, "Hey, who can we extend? Let's go into the conversation." See,
yeah, there's already 3 people right here. So,
are we able? Could we zap Notion over to backend resigns chat inside Slack? Is that a possible thing that I could do?
Yeah, you can. So I was actually looking. You know what Make is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's the same thing as Zapier. Same exact thing. It's just same exact thing. So I was actually looking at that for my own stuff, and it looks like you can have that automated, no problem. Like what we were talking about, that can be automated. How it is right now, you'd have to click a button, and then that kind of submits it. But I think what you want is it for it to notify you when they come on this list, right?
No, I'll have my coaches go through this, and then she can just hit the buttons for all the people that are in here. So then, yeah. So it's fine if we do.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, you're good. Once you click this, I can come in here. I can set up a whole automation so it'll go to a Slack channel. So right here.
Sick. Let's do that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I think I just need to.
Do I need to add you? Do I need to add you to backend resigns? The chat that I want.
Maybe.
Okay,
yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I think you'd have to add me. I come in here and then fill it out. You might have to do something on your end to authorize it, but I think it's.
Okay, sweet. If there is anything. Okay, here we go. Add. Got you in there.
Okay, yeah. If that's what you want to do, then hell yeah, because that. Yeah, you click the button. It's good.
One other thing I was going to ask is if we could add if they were a PIF, split, or monthly on this tracker.
Yes.
That does help with the way that they pitch it, because if it's a PIF client, we go for the PIF again. If it's a monthly, we're like ready for that, and then we like tell them like, yeah, no problem, we can just do a deposit today when we extend.
Yeah, I should be. I don't know where. Let's see his financials. Yeah, I can add it in, no problem. We write that down though. So you just envision, like, so we have Nikita, whatever, and then we'd have like the package, like PIF, split, month to month, whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
You got it.
Because then we can see if there's a trend. If the PIFs don't extend, and if the monthlies that put down their deposit or whatever it is, we can see exactly more information going on.
Okay, cool. Okay, got it. Yeah, I can get that added, dude. Should be pretty simple too.
Perfect.
So that's everything here. Did you?
Tomorrow you're going through the sheet with all of our active clients.
Yeah, and the goal is to put all the clients in there and then implement the one-off business tracker, expense tracker.
Perfect. Yeah, that makes my life so much easier.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what was going on. Like, I reached out to Notion, and they're like, oh, we've elevated this to our engineering team. And then I figured it out, so I told them, and they're like, oh, thanks. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I got to figure it out, though.
Working for Notion.
Yeah, I know. You know what's so funny is, like, when you type in certain things in Notion, it's like, hey, apply for us. It's like when you do stuff for code, like coding.
Yeah.
It's so funny how they get
they
you.
have, like, little triggers. Like, oh, this person's smart. They know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think if I type in code, if I come in here, it's like, oh, I don't know where it was. Is it over here? I don't know where it was, but it's like apply for Notion. Yeah, that's so funny.
That's sweet. Yeah, I think this is going to be the biggest thing. You have videos on every section as well to go over like how it all works, right?
I don't have videos for this, no, but
this is self-explanatory. This one's easy.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, like, you just come in here, whoever did, click the button, they go off the list, and they go to recent, so you can see the whole list. So
sweet.
It's pretty sweet, dude.
Okay, so Seth got his thing. We got the client tracker that's ready to go from...
Did you see the new check-ins thing?
I haven't.
Oh, dude, check this out. It's fancy. So I know you're all bi-weekly, but just in case, I don't know. You have monthly, weekly.
We might switch things up in the future.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you about this too. We're getting our own customized app, so we won't need Everfit login buttons, because we're doing like have you heard of App Rabbit? Have you seen any of that in the mastermind?
Is that guy in the mastermind, or that girl or whatever that goes through and that's what Kirsten has?
Yeah, exactly. He made Kirsten's app, and it's fucking sick. He did Alex Eubanks. He did a bunch of like Mike Tilley, a bunch of huge people's apps. And it's all fully customized, like all the stuff. So we're doing this, and we might implement some shit like this, like bi-weekly check-ins, weekly check-ins, monthly check-ins and stuff, depending on what tier the person's on. So this is helpful. This is great. Okay,
cool. So every client that gets signed on through the closer form, like, they just get added here, and you can change like what they are, no problem. Just whatever. This will be filled out like kind of in onboarding, or however you want to do it. So this links to onboarding. So when Stephanie, when she gets a first check-in date, that just populates here, and you can only change it from onboarding, so that way you couldn't accidentally change it. Only reason for that is because this date kind of tracks the percentage. So same thing with this, the first check-in date, all that stuff. But anyway, when you are tracking, like when you go in there and you're actually doing it, hold on. When you're like the ideal workflow is you come in here and you just check the app or whatever, like Everfit right now. So you go in there and you'd say, Stephanie, she was on time, submit. And then she gets off the list and I'd have to, I don't know why I didn't do it. But they go off the list and they come down into here and it shows you the compliance. So it would have like their last 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks they did check in, the last 2 weeks that they did check in, but they were late, last 2 weeks that they didn't check in, like the percentage. Mm-hmm. But it'll show a percentage bar. But
this is great.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You just, boom, and then submit, and then it goes. This all clears. I'm not sure why it's not, but I'll fix that, no problem. But it clears off, and then, yeah, you can also skip it just so it doesn't screw with their percentage, So if they go on vacation for a month, like, they didn't miss it. They just, like, you knew they weren't going to, So, and then as always, here's, like, all the help and stuff, so.
And you've shown Ray, Casey, Evan, how this kind of works?
No, honestly, dude, I haven't talked to anybody other than the people you've messaged me about, and then like when I ask them a question. So like I've talked to other people, but it's never been like, hey, I made this thing, let me show you how. So I haven't done that yet.
Cool. I think this will be really good for the coaches, and I'm thinking too eventually getting someone from the Philippines to be like an ops person with like the data of things and going through all that, like making sure they go through all the check-ins and all that stuff. Because it's like pretty time consuming, and I'm like, fuck, my coaches, like they have 100 clients each. I'm like, how are they going to be doing all that? So I might get someone from the Philippines to do that too. So this is great if you could have like super dumbed down videos of like exactly the easiest way to go through all this.
Yeah.
Would probably help them the most, because I would rather, like, this like the back of your hand, make a simple video and then they just either get that information from you. Would probably be the easiest thing for that, because I'm not going to be able to show someone how to use all this shit.
Yeah, no worries. So you're saying record videos. Well, I'll record videos anyway, but like the people that are going to be watching this are going to be the Philippines, like those people, because they're going to be using it. Okay.
Yeah, because I can pay them $4 an hour versus my coaches are making like 20, 30, like plus. And I want their time into like all the money generating, like making sure clients are doing good, the extensions, all that, versus the data driven stuff. But the data driven stuff is really important. That goes alongside all that. So I'm like, okay, like that's just what I'm brainstorming, what I'm going to do with like building the team. So that's probably my next move right now.
So those VAs would have access to the app and stuff to see who did check in and things like that? Yeah, cool. Dude, I wonder if you could zap that, like when a client checks in, if it just automatically does this.
Look into that and let's test it, because you can put yourself in here. I can send you a check-in that we use. And you can just fill it out with random shit and then see if it zaps.
Dude, interesting. Okay, I will. That's going to be... it's going to make this thing not even...
Just write this down and remind me, because my to-do list with packing and everything is through the fucking roof. But if you just keep harassing me on text and saying, hey, can we do this? Can we do this? I'll send it over.
Okay.
Like by the way, I have like no issue with like spam texts and stuff.
Okay, just audiobooks and ebooks then.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you shit. I know I sent some pretty beefy stuff, dude. I know. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. I don't mind it at all. I just sometimes when I get busy, I can't go through everything like then and there.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
This is dope, though. Thank you very much for all this, man. This is fucking sick.
Yeah, dude. These are these are quick projects. It's like birthdays, so you can go through and see.
We do have birthdays. Don't go too deep into this, because Everfit tells us when it's their birthday, like inside Everfit, and then also the new app is going to be doing the same thing. Like it has automations for that. Okay,
cool. Well, this tracks everybody, so like not even just clients. It's like every person you've like in the lead. Like it's just an excuse for you to reach out and happy birthday, you know.
Okay, cool. That's sick.
So like past clients, expired clients, people who ghosted, whatever. So it's like the easiest excuse to get in the DMs. So
yeah. That's sweet.
Same thing with anniversaries, not like personal, just like when they're in the program, so that way you can shout them out, recognize them, whatever. So like what their next milestone, they're on year 3, cool, whatever.
That's very cool.
See, master log. Oh, there's this, dude. I mean, like this, a very quick project. Like it's just a visual. So like you come in here, you put in the important dates that are coming up. So like, I don't know, you're getting ready for Christmas marketing thing. So you can come in here and you can see how many days do we have until Christmas, you know? So we have 124. I don't know. Just is a quick project, dude. It was so simple to make. So if it's helpful, then cool. If not, then no worries. But
you are a very smart motherfucker. This is sick.
Thanks, dude. Helpful. So like you just put in whatever, if it's recurring or not, you know, so like team retreat, you know, head coach birthday, just whatever. So obviously this is wrong. So
yeah, this is sick.
Thanks, dude. If it's helpful, cool. If not, no worries. But that's that.
I think this will be helpful for the leadership team and like marketing team, content team, all this stuff to go over Q1, Q2, Q3. And when we were planning sales too for Black Friday, Christmas.
Yeah, that's literally the whole thing. It's like Black Friday's coming up. We have 2 months until then. What can we, you know, that's the whole idea.
This is fucking sick. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, of course.
A lot. This is really, really helpful.
Dude, I'm glad. Okay, cool. I think it's like either monthly or it's just one time. So I don't know if I could do anything else. But yeah, it's just. So it happens like the team meeting with Jeff Bezos. It happens once. It doesn't happen every month. So.
Yeah. About what you're doing for your business.
Say that one more time.
Tell me what you're doing with your business now too, because I'm a big paragraph based around.
Yeah, dude. That's That's my problem. That's a mess. I'm just trying to buy back time. So the whole idea with what I sent you was that, like, the whole contingency was like for the next 6 to 8 weeks, I build this thing and then you get it with all the perks and shit, just so that I can buy back time to build it out. Because right now I don't have that much time, and that's my problem. So I'm just trying to.
Can I brainstorm with you real quick?
Dude, I'd love it. I'm open to whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I feel like I'm understanding your brain more and more that when I get to know you, and like you're very fucking smart.
Thanks, dude.
And I think the best place or the best like use of your time would be group style coaching. You know how Brian does group style for his stuff? It's not all one-on-one until you're in VIP for high ticket. I think having tiers is really smart, like you were talking to me about. I think all these templates are in like my own Notion right now, but you also have all these in your own Notion, correct?
Yeah, every time I build something, I make a copy and then kind of generalize it, so that way I can plug and play to it. Like,
because my thoughts for this is, if you have all these templates of everything, is there a way in Notion that someone needs to like have a direct correlation to you to utilize Notion for their own space?
There's no way to, like, people can like steal this, but it's very hard to do that if that's what you're alluding to. Like,
because I think as a subscription-based model would be really, really smart to like, because like they can just buy Notion, it's $200 a month or whatever, or they could be paying $750 for all of this shit that you have with it, and it's kind of like, you know, with Go High Level, like AR Funnel or whatever, they just use Go High Level, but they have all their own stuff in it, and if you leave, you lose all that stuff.
Wait, so AR Funnel is Go High Level?
It's exactly. They just rebranded it. They just put their logo on it, and it's the exact same.
Okay.
And like, because I used to use AR, they pissed me off, so I ended up stopping. I got my buddy Chad out to like take all the stuff in there and then like go over, because he's a Go High Level wizard, but we couldn't copy paste it, so we had to go through all the code, all the stuff, and it was like a huge bitch. Which is what AR wanted, because they want you to rely on their platform, which is smart.
That is smart.
What I'm saying, Bryson, is I think you should also have something where people have to rely on your platform, so they can't just like take all this shit and then roll with it and be like, after 1 month, like, oh, cancel my subscription, I'm out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it has to have some sort of tie to you. I think is really smart, because then even if it's like you do a once a week support call,
yeah, that's for sure.
Like once a week support call, it's like kind of like, you know, pod chats with Brian. It's just like troubleshooting questions, same shit, but it's on Notion stuff that might have broken, whatever, and it's like all like tied to what you've given the person. And then on top of that, it's like, let's say it's just $500 US a month or something. It's no contact besides that support call, or if you have a Filipino that understands all this shit, they go through them to help fix it. And then if they want one-on-one time, it's like $200 USD or $150 USD for 1 hour to go over like, what do you want? Okay, here's how I would do it. Then it's like a 10-minute Loom video you send to them afterwards, and they do it on their own. If they need like one-on-one support, like what we're doing, then it's like $1,500, $2,000 a month or something, and you get like time blocks of like time that you can talk to you. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay.
Because the way that I see it is like a lot of coaches need what you have here. Not a lot of coaches are going to be paying $2,500 to $3,000 month after month after month for this.
Yeah.
However, if you have the templates and it doesn't take any of your time, you do a group call once a week, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. or in the morning would probably be more ideal for coaches, to be honest, because they all have their own time at like 9 a.m. Then you don't have anything for the rest of the day. And it's on like a $500 per month subscription, and that just renews. Like, it's like a minimum of 3 months. You make $1,500 a month for just giving someone templates that you've already pre-built. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you have like, let's just say you have 10 people that are doing this, and then that's $5,000 a month. And then if you have one-offs, like if I need an hour of your time to go over, like, hey, I want us to do this. Is this a possibility? And it's like, this is what Shadow does. It's like, I asked him for like an AI agent for check-ins. He's like, yeah, I'll automate that. I'll have to code, blah, 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 go over all the AI stuff. It's about $2,000 for me to build that. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah, sure. Same shit with you. Hey, I need this custom built. Okay, cool. Let me troubleshoot how much it's going to be. I'll get back to you. Since you're already part of the whatever, I'm knocking the $500 off. So it's normally going to be $3,000. It's only $2,500 for me to build that, and I'll get it done for you over the next 48 hours.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think it's like buying back your time, but also getting paid like not for the time that is, but for the outcome of the thing. Because people pay me for the transformation. They don't pay me for the amount of time that it takes for the transformation. They'll pay $3,000 for 6 months to lose 30 pounds. But same in your case, it's like someone's paying you $2,000 for a check-in SOP inside Notion. That's done for you. It's simple. You hit a couple buttons and that's that's like a new thing that they need. Mm-hmm. Then you just get paid that, whatever that is. And then also if the next person wants that, you can also be, I'll have to custom make that, even if it's the exact same as the one you just made, as an add-on, like extra things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was definitely part of the plan for sure. Like the customization, you know?
Yeah. So, I think that's really fucking smart. And then having like a group call would be really sick too. Just troubleshooting stuff, support, going over extra things. Because then my thought around that is if you get one person doing that, $2,000 on top of 10 clients. It could be like me, Mina, Trey, fucking whatever. You're already making like, you're already going to have your expenses covered after like 5 people doing this with you. And it's just, it's us using like the stuff that you've built in Notion. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I think the biggest question, or I guess goal, would be to have the retention longer than 3 months, you know? And so going...
like a minimum commitment, and then they need...
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were... Okay. Dude, this whole time I thought you were saying 3 months and then, like, they bounce. And I'm like, I don't know.
No chance.
It's a shitty model, dude.
They need to rely on you.
Yeah.
I was with AR. It was month to month, but I was with them for like 7 months because I needed the platform before I switched over. But in your case, it's like there's really nothing. Like AR just pissed me off because they said they were going to do things for me that they never did, and I was paying them $1,500 US a month. I was like, hey, when's this happening? A month later, it still never happened. That's why I left. In your case, it's a lot different because you're getting paid extra for the things that you're going to build. They didn't have that model because they were already so expensive. But that's why I'm thinking if you have a subscription to have all the templates and all that shit, could be really fucking sick.
Yeah.
I know there's one who does systems for coaches. He works with Jeremy Pogue. He's also in Kelowna. He's like a course seller, ads dude, whatever. Funny enough, this guy's name is Dawson Turkovich.
Oh, cool.
Super similar to mine. But he does systems for coaches, so I would highly recommend looking at his content and seeing what he does to then potentially do ads for that. But
what's his name? Dawson Turkovich?
Yeah, I think it's Dawson Scales or Dawson Systems or some shit is his name.
Okay. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen
all this work that you're putting in here. Like, you should be able to like sell this as the product instead of like an hourly thing.
Yeah, dude, the hourly thing has got to go. I'm drowning right now, dude. Yeah,
like I'd be 100% all for that. Like the subscription thing, and then just one-offs here and there, or a support thing. Like that'd be fucking sick. Because then again, it's for, if you look at it this way, like for people like me, Trey, Minas especially too. I'll get my executive assistant going to those support calls to understand what you're talking about instead of me having to do it. Because it's like I know Mina's in the same boat too. He's offloading shit. He wants other people to understand how to do shit, right?
Yeah. Dude, he even talked about hiring an assistant for him. So I was like, God damn, dude.
I met him in person actually not too long ago in Kelowna.
Yeah, he said you guys talked a lot of shit about me, so that's cool. Appreciate that.
No, we love you, man.
No, I know. That's funny.
But yeah, I think that'd be really cool because I was even trying to wrap my head around like, fuck, like after we build all the shit we want to build, like what are we gonna have for you to do? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right now, I feel like there's unlimited because it's building. But then, like for me, dude, that next step happens when this is done because then it turns in it swaps from building and whatever to selling and marketing, promoting, doing the whole social media thing again. And so I just want to make sure that I build it out so that I guess I just want to make sure that I want it to make sense for me because this is the more that I dive into this, the more I'm like, holy, this is so much work, which is fine. But I don't want to do all this work and it's like, hey, it's $50 a month. You know, like I just can't do that. You know what I mean?
I think
I wouldn't go that low, but
Brian is he allows people to market themselves that he trusts, and you do all the systems for Brian too, right?
I do, yeah.
So obviously he trusts you. This is what he did with Chato. This is how Chato's making like $10K a month, bro. He lets Chato do a training on things, and you could, like, dude, so many people need to use Notion. If you did like a free training in the mastermind, like going over stuff and then being like, oh yeah, by the way, I've helped Dawson with this, I've helped Mina with this, Trey with this. If you use me and Mina's name, like we're quite big in the mastermind, people are going to want to follow the shit that we're doing. So
interesting.
I would have a conversation with Brian once you have things laid out and you're like, hey, like I'm doing hourly for all these people, but there's a lot of coaches that need this help, and I'm wanting to like kind of get into like the marketing of it or just like selling it. And like, this is what I have. And I could also be telling Cole and Brian too, because I have my one-on-ones with them. But I think it'd be a great idea for you, man. Even if you have like 15 people that are doing this, $500 a month.
Yeah.
That's what, $7,500 a month?
Yeah, that's great, dude. So the whole idea with Notion is it's like the biggest issue with all this is that if I were to make this and give it to somebody, they could transfer it to older homies. It's a pain in the ass to do, and a lot of automations would actually break, so maybe it wouldn't work. But like, for example, if I use Zapier for a lot of these automations, if they transfer it'll unlink Zapier. So like if I gave this to you, it was fair and square, and then you're like, oh fuck, Bryson, I'm gonna give it to Bob. Bob starts using it. All the Zapier things wouldn't work. So like he wouldn't get like the full polished thing. So because there's like a lot of risk involved of like the moment I give it to somebody, like it's out, like anybody can do anything with it. And it is as simple as clicking a button and then like duplicate as template and then transfer. Like it's that simple. But as far as linking things, that's when it gets difficult. So the idea would be
is there most coaches aren't smart enough to do that, by the way. Like I had no idea.
Okay. Well, I just don't want it to, like, for example, I see it in the group all the time. Somebody buys something, they're like, hey, I don't want to gatekeep, here it is. And I'm like, fuck, dude, that's just that simple, So it's because I feel like there's not unlimited of you guys, like I feel like there's quite a few amount for sure. And so if I sold it to Bob and he drops it in the MDM, there goes like 80 potential clients. You know what I mean?
Have an NDA in your contract agreement saying none of this is shareable.
Yeah, I would for sure have that, but I there's no way for me to track if it is shared. It's like I don't.
Are you able to add people to your own Notion? Like, are you able to add new team spaces under your own Notion?
Yeah, so that's why I was going to actually pay for Notion and then get the enterprise tier, because then I could track it. But it then becomes, it's not crazy, but it becomes an expense for sure, because it's $32 a person. So if you have 10 people,
someone's paying you $500.
Yeah, like
I make a $500 sale and I lose $150 off the bat, just like that.
Yeah, but so the whole idea would be there would be an upfront cost. That's what I was trying to get at. So, like you essentially buy the whole system, but then it's like they don't need me after a month. Like they wouldn't. So there's some dilemmas here.
Here's what you need. Here's what you need. So you can do enterprise and you can have all these people that get linked to your specific Notion. They have nothing. They do an onboarding form of like 3 things that they want to implement. You put that in and you need them to come to you to then build more things. Even though you have all the templates for everything, you don't just give them every little thing. So it's like a done for you build of what they need, and you already have all the shit in there. So it's like, oh, I need a client tracker. Okay, no problem. Give me some time. I'll put that in there. And then from there, it's like if they need extra things, it's like you charge them a little bit extra, or to get access to a bank of things, it's like $2,000 up front plus $500 monthly on a minimum 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm just trying. I think the idea, like I build a system, so it's like, when I build something and then, okay, so if I build you whatever and you have nothing, that's the simplest thing. I just transfer it, good to go. But if I build another thing and then try to link it, it just becomes like I would have to get a VA for that. Like linking everything up is just the biggest pain. Like that takes up so much time. I have to go into each little property, click the relation thing. I don't know how much you know about Notion with that stuff, but like I was doing it for Mina yesterday. It took me 4 hours. I'm not even done yet. Whereas I could just copy paste, done. Like done. You know what I mean? So that's the only problem with that.
Here's one thing this is one thing that's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to.
Before I had any employees, I was doing like 14 to 15 hour days, man.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of doing that now.
In order to get to the point of that, it's like you have to sacrifice a couple months here and there to then you get your first employee and then you teach them all of these things. I can also show you how to hire an operations manager from the Philippines for really cheap. Brian just gave us an entire SOP on like exactly how to do that through Online Jobs PH.
I've actually been looking at that website. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone who's qualified, who understands things, maybe it's not Notion, but they're teachable and they're hard workers. So it's like once you're hitting, like, I think you could scale it to like, I don't know, even let's just say you do $650 a month and you have 20 people and it's like lower contact, they just go to the support things, they just message, all that stuff. 20 people with messaging is like, it's manageable. Like, it's like clients that
I feel like that's fine. Yeah.
Manageable. That's going to be making you 13 grand a month. And then you can lose 650 of that every month. That's okay. So that's over 12 grand.
It's per team that I would lose the Notion thing.
For the VA.
Oh, for the VA. Okay, got you.
That's just over 12 grand. And then, so you have 20 people with 20 times 35.
700, I think.
So minus 700.
Yeah, 700.
You're still making 11.6.
So that's what the VA is, that what you're saying?
That's with one VA and you're still making 11.6.
Mm-hmm. So there's 20
it's
teams.
Scalable. It's a very scalable process.
Well, with 20 teams, that would be $6,000 in Notion expenses.
With 20?
That's what you're saying, right? I have 20 clients.
Mm.
Yeah. So if you just say that each team has 10, like 5 to 15, you average at 10, then for the enterprise for Notion, I'd also have to like pay. So I'd pay for their Notion subscriptions, because if they already have if they don't have Notion, we're good. But if they do have Notion, I don't want them to lose all their other stuff. They probably want to integrate it, like they probably want.
But most people don't. Most people use Go High Level for this.
Okay. So most people wouldn't have Notion. So that's good. Mm-hmm. Either way, I would still be hosting it. It wouldn't be my Notion, but I would open up another workspace and then bring on that team. So we have like Dawson's team, Mina's team, Trey's team, and it's all one thing, but I would pay for all of them. That's how I could control it more, because if they were like, hey, we're going to go elsewhere, I'd be like, oof, like I'm going to turn it off. I wouldn't be a dick, but like that's
100%. You do that. If someone like dips out with that and you have like access to all their thing and it's like on a subscription base, like do that 100%.
Okay. How would you?
Or you can do a buyout thing, like, if you want all this stuff, you can buy it out for like $3,000.
Dude, I like that. A buyout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that just covers my ass with my business and all that stuff, and have that in the clause of all this stuff.
Because with the enterprise of Notion, that's why I wanted to do it so bad, is I can't see when people are like being shady, but I can see activity, and I can be like, okay, he just copied everything, pasted everything. Why did he do that? Also, like with the whole automations thing, like those would break, which is a good thing for me. Like if I gave this to someone and they, so that's good.
And that's when having the VA will be really helpful, because it's like just fixing a small trigger or some shit that like you don't need to deal with, and then you only spend $4 for that 1 hour for that VA.
Yeah. Dude, that's so crazy to me that you can charge so little, because that's good money for them. That's so crazy. That's hard for me to understand, dude.
Yeah, we just hired on a VA who was a English as a second language tutor, and her English, she speaks English like as if she like moved here when she was like 5 or something, and she's like a very faint accent. I was like, well, you live in the Philippines? Like, what the fuck? And typing. I'm like, I'm paying you $4 an hour. Like, this is great.
Yeah, dude, I was looking at the conversion. Like, that's the payment rate. That's insane, dude.
Yeah, I think I'd write it all out and also tell ChatGPT the most profitable. Like, I'm a business owner wanting to scale this. Like, I'll put all the information in there. What would be the best way for me to scale with as little time as possible, and blah blah blah, and then it'll just give you some options.
Yeah, I was looking at different models. That's why. So that big text I sent you, that was $2,500 a month. Like that was the whole thing. And it's funny because I presented it to Trey, and he was like, "No." Presented it to you, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm interested." Gave it to Mina, and we just like went back and forth, because he was like, "Oh, what about this? What about this?" And so I was looking at different models. There'd be like the recurring, like the, I guess, higher recurring of like $2,500 a month. And then there would be what I think makes sense the most, which is the whole, like the setup, the startup, getting like you paying for the systems up front, everything, boom, ready to go. So like one big lump sum up front, and then a recurring after that to use it, and also the support and the calls, the custom this, custom that. And so the idea would be like $5,000 up front, something like that. And how I got that number was based off of what you, Mina, and Trey actually said. They're like, yeah, if this is $5,000, I would have bought it. And that's when I was like, oh shit.
I'll say this though, the three of us are making good fucking money.
Yeah, I know it's different for you guys. Like you're the select few for sure. Like there's not, I don't know.
So for my first thought in the mastermind, bro, there's some coaches who are making like $15K a month that also would need this. Having it, so it's like, let's just say
definitely
1,200
tier it off for sure.
Front, and then I do think the 500 number is real, because these people are also paying $2,000 a month for the mastermind, and the mastermind gets them from like 15K to like building up to 100. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So they're already paying this. It's a huge expense for them. You have to take that into account with these people, because now they're hiring team members. Their profits are dipping, all this stuff. So the 5K would be really tough. That's the reason why AR Funnel, they capped it at 1,500, because they tested all the different stuff. But I think what they do is they have like a one-on-one like support, all that stuff. It's 1,500. They also have their base, which just gives you access to the templates, and that's 500 a month. So I think if you followed a similar model, because a lot of people sign up with AR Funnel, they shouldn't, but they do. I think if you followed a similar thing, maybe it's like to get all the templates and whatnot, it's 1,500 up front, and then after that month, it's 500 on a recurring basis.
Okay.
Like just I would hop on that in a heartbeat, like right away. I'd be like, okay, cool, sick.
So
I'll do that, like, because then the 5K would be like, if you say this to like this, I don't know, Ragnar or someone in the mastermind who's just joined, they just hit 20K for the first time. Like, oh yeah, it's 5K. A lot of them are Canadian too. That ends up being like $7,000. So for them, it'd be like they probably would say no, even though they wouldn't need it in the long run, it'd be beneficial. But they just paid like Brian like upwards of $30,000 if they paid in full, or $2K every single month.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
you know what I mean? The
whole vision with this whole system is that it would track, I'm not even trying to exaggerate, but like close to 1,000 different metrics, and it would be just one report that you could see. Like I think that's where the magic happens. That's why I'm looking into these different automations, because like you can get, like I think I have over like 200 different metrics to track for just renewals right now. Like it's all automated. So I think just the amount of value you could get would be, I mean, this is just what I think, but I think it would be insanely valuable. Like I think if I could finish it off, have everything done, and then give, like I've thought of this, like if one of the ads could be like me standing there, whatever, and then like a scroll of just all the different metrics it tracks, and it would just be continuously going, kind of, you know, like this is how much it tracks. So it wouldn't be just like churn and how many people sold. It'd be like cash collected, average cash collected per person, average cash collected per person, all this stuff, like how many days between the sales call and the time they booked, how many days have they been in the systems, all this shit. So I think this could be extremely valuable, and that's why I think the $5,000 price point is appropriate if they buy everything, like boom, like the full thing. But then I thought about tiering it off, where like somebody in the 10K could buy something. It's like, I don't know, like $1,000, and they just get like the master log, the financials, the important dates, the birth, like just basic stuff. And then for somebody maybe like you, maybe it's like $4,000 or something like that. And then maybe for someone who's like really up there, who needs like the bigger things, maybe it's $8,000. I don't know, whatever. That's the whole idea though, because I think tiering it off. So like you get package 1, it has these templates, and then package 2, it has these, and then 3. That's kind of where my mind is at. And I just, because what you need and what, a CLA member needs is not the same. Like you would need the leads tracker. They could just use Google spreadsheets,
Exactly. Yeah, I think sit with it and figure out what you want as well. Because obviously, like, I can give you advice, but if it's like you want to sell this for whatever price, like test it and just see how that goes first.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Will do, dude. Yeah, I think that a higher price point up front and then a much lower recurring. I don't know, because Mina brought up some good points too. He was like, yeah, if I paid that, I would just leave the second month. And I was like, but you're like, I'm hosting it though. Like if you left, then I would just restrict access, Mm. Do you think that's a good thing to do, or I don't know?
Yeah,
it's Notion. It's like it's not like my own private entity. It's like it's a public thing. Notion is $10 a month.
Figure out how you can make it as private as possible.
I think the way to do that is make it enterprise. I would have to fork that out. I mean, it's just a weird thing to be like, hey, also you're going to have to pay $600 on top or $300 on top of this. I don't know.
Just add that into what you want in the recurring. So if you want like, I don't know, if after costs like $400, charge $700 for it.
So I'll pay for Notion.
Yeah.
All bias aside, like to be 100% honest, like what would you find the most attractive for an offer like this? And imagine it has every metric. It's all nice. It's all done. You have everything. Like what for you would be like, oh, absolutely. Just so I have some, by the way, I'm not going to do this to you. I'm just,
an upfront like $2,000 plus a recurring of like 500 sounds reasonable to me, because AR also does a lot of crazy shit, not the same but like similar, and they, like, just seeing what they've done, like 1,500 was like a stretch for even me. I'm like, I don't want to keep paying that every fucking month.
It's 1,500 a month?
It was 1,500 a month.
Okay.
But there was no upfront or anything. It was just the one time installment and then recurring after that. So in your case, I think you'd have people staying with you a lot longer if they have access to things on like a 500 per month rate. But every enterprise person is $300, you said, right?
Yeah, every team member for a client. So if you have 10 people, that's 10 people that I'd have to pay for. Actually, it would be me as well, so it'd be 11. Like, I'd have to pay for myself each time because it's a different workspace. Shitty. Just thought of that.
Brainstorm ways to fix that. Like if they add an extra team member, they have to pay an extra X amount or whatever for every team member, and just make it like level out. That makes sense. Because you can't just do a fixed cost. And then if I add like 10 new team members, it ends up being however much, then you're not profiting. Because that's pretty shitty for you.
Yeah, definitely thought about doing it every 5. So like every 5 they get, like it goes up. It's like if they get first 4, like no problem, I got it. And then if they get a 5th one, it's like, okay, it's going up, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, I don't know, dude. So
figure it out.
Yeah, so that's the whole reason why I made that offer in the first place, because I was like, if you agree to this, then that gives me 6 weeks to it just gives me 14 more hours a week to, you know. So that's what that's about. So I don't want you to think I'm trying to bail out. I just need more time, you know. It's like a very stressful period right
100%,
now.
100%, dude. 100%. But yeah, I would definitely do like a subscription-based thing for all this, 100%.
Okay. If this was in your Notion and you were doing this and you wanted to opt out and I was like, hey, I'm going to restrict it, but it was your own Notion, like, well, how would you take
But
that?
everything's in my Notion, like how it is now?
Yeah, so like you came to me, you're already in Notion, you already have your whole team in there. I end up paying for it because that's the deal. And then you said, I don't.
I think for us, like with Mina, Trey, me, like it's kind of tough to try to like do this model just because like I am paying for Notion. I have my team members, I'm adding new ones and stuff. But I think for new people that come in and do this, you'd have a lot more control.
So for you, if you're already in Notion, you're already using it, and then I integrate my systems into your Notion, I end up paying for your Notion. And if you wanted to cancel, like what would you know what I'm saying?
So then if I wanted to cancel, then it's like they lose their entire Notion.
Lose the entire Notion. Because I could just
under yours, right?
Say that again.
Because it'll be like for future people, it'll be under yours. So then if they want to cancel, it's like, yeah, no problem. Then they just get restricted off everything.
Yeah, in that case, yeah. I just want, if somebody's already using Notion like how you were and they came to me, I would want them
Here's
to.
what I would do. I would be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to transfer over the things that you have into our own, because then it allows me to put templates. Like just tell them that. Then that allows you to put all your own stuff into it if it's attached to you. They don't need to know any different.
Okay. You think that's cool though? Like the whole, hey, you're paying for access, you're paying for the systems.
Yep.
Is it enticing at all to you to get the highest tier of Notion? If you, I don't know, because you pay for the $10 a month one. I don't think that's a selling point at all, actually.
Because we have everything already in my own Notion. No.
Yeah, that's not a selling point.
You like $2,500-ish, like Canadian a month for the last couple months. It's like no. But if I was brand new to it and I knew all the stuff that would go into it, then yes.
Okay. Shit, dude. Okay. Well, first things first, I got to finish building this. Then.
I think, yeah. Write out little time frames and like seeing where you want, because there's no reason why like me and Mina don't go to Cole and Brian. We're like, hey, like this is dope shit that he's built for us. Like other people need this, and then it's an easy in for you because he did the same shit with Chat Out. He did the same shit with all these other agencies who come through.
Really? So each student would pay. It's not like I pay Brian it's not like Brian pays me a bigger thing and then he gets it and then distributes it. Like it's go to.
So it would be like Brian would make like 15% of it or some shit because he's like affiliating with you. But he allows you to market inside the mastermind with all the people who actually would be buying this. So I would chat with him or whoever the ops person, Britzy, or whoever is going to be the one to actually talk to you about this, because he probably has no fucking clue about anything. when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I do think that'd be like a really good in for you, because then you have access to over 200 coaches that are making over 15K a month.
Yeah, and then I guess the 10K as well.
Yeah. And then all you'd have to do is like do like free Notion trainings, make them seem super complicated. And at the end of it, like, if you need help with this, like, let me know, because this is what I do for my business.
Damn, that's a whole different sector. Okay, cool. That's smart.
That allows you to like show all the cool shit that you can do, and you're pretty much selling yourself. Maybe one person like takes it and they're smart enough to roll with it, but most people are gonna be like, fuck, I'm just gonna hire this guy instead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, some of this shit takes weeks to build. You just, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's the smartest thing. But yeah, just because we have already been like building out all this stuff, like for me as of right now, I probably wouldn't jump on the high ticket one with you.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to. I don't feel like that's right at all. Like, you're already, I don't think that's right at all. So, I think it's really smart though. That's the thing. Like, I'm not like turned away by it. It's just the only reason is because we already have all the shit that we needed. Yeah, it's like you pay me twice. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. But for new people who don't have this, that need it, which there are a lot, I think it's really enticing for them to come on board with you for that. Also, I can film a video saying like, hey, Bryson helped me with all my systems. We automated this, revenue soared or whatever. I'll do a testimonial video for you too. Mm-hmm. And then it makes your job that much easier with selling people, because like everyone in the mastermind knows who I am. And they want to replicate the shit that I'm doing. Mm. So get that from me, Mina, Trey.
Yeah.
You're off for the races.
Yeah, Mina said that at that event there was a lot of talk about KPIs and numbers and stuff like that. And Mina came back and was like, dude, like, you're it, you know? And I'm like, okay, I guess got to track all these numbers. And so I just think that would be like the powerhouse of everything, because it would track like any number you could possibly think of. Like, it would track it for sure.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think if I can just nail that, like, game over, you know?
I agree. I do have to get out of here though. I'm going to go ahead and work out for 11.
Cool, dude.
Tracking all that stuff, but dude, keep me updated with your ideas and all this, because I want to help you out with getting your coaching off the ground with this too, because I think it's really smart.
I appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
Faster.
Yeah,
of course, man.
Appreciate this little mastermind, dude. It helps so much, dude. So thank you.
Yeah, I think it helps just getting the perspective from the people that you want like in your program for this.
Yeah, it's very valuable. Like, you, Mina, and Trey, it's like I'm talking to the consumer, so it's very cool.
100%. Yeah, and test things out too. Test out different price points, different things, how it all goes. Like, you'll probably still have to take your sales calls, go over stuff, but like, people are going to be pre-bought into everything after the trainings that you'll do for the mastermind or whatever. Just ask Brian if he'll let you do like Notion trainings
and get to there.
Because it's going to be like, people try to do the shit that you're doing, and then they're going to be like, fuck this. How much is it just to pay him?
Yeah, well, dude,
I was like, I don't want to deal with any of this shit. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, well, I joined Notion 3 different times. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm not doing Notion, you know. And then I tried it again, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. So
yeah,
it took me 4 tries. Anyway, I know you got to go, but
yep. If you have any questions, though, or if you just give me updates, all that stuff to my text, let me know. I might have some new things for you to build, depending on where you're at. But it's probably the same shit as Mina. So if you have new things that you have templated, let me know. Just with like retention.
Yeah, everything I build, I'll just give it over, like the check-ins and all that stuff. Like, you didn't ask for it, but there you go. So
I appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, all that stuff's going to get you referrals, man, because me and Mina are over the moon when it comes to like, your service, and we know it's worth it. So,
dude, I appreciate that.
I'm not going to speak for him, but I'm sure he'll do a testimonial video for you as well.
Yeah, he said he would. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm more than happy to do that for you too, and just do a fire one for you.
Very cool, dude. Thank you so much.
Of course, dude. Anything you need, shoot me a message.
Okay.
I'll get this workout in.
Cool. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Very cool, dude. Very cool. So I love that feedback. So it seems like Trey, Mina, and Dawson all said at the start, if you said this was $5,000, I would have bought it. And then when you add in the recurring, I think that's when it changes. But yeah, so the access would be part of the deal. Highest tier of Notion would be part of the deal, because then I could track a lot of different metrics with who's using what. It would help me develop a better product. But that is quite an expense, though, per month. So yeah, I'll figure it out. Anyway, that's very cool to get the feedback from him. yeah, this, wow. Just a lot to take in. I guess I'll talk about this right now. So did I already record shit earlier? Yeah, I did. Holy fuck. I already recorded shit today. Not even noon, dude. What's going on? Okay, so yeah, I figured other things out. I actually have gone into, so I'm not in Zapier. I did some comparisons just with AI, and based on my needs and what I'm trying to do, it seems like Make is a better route to take. Looks like I'm rhyming. And so I went on to Make, and I took the time to then build an automation to see if it works. Matter of fact, I think I can go in there right now and see how it's doing. So if I go into, where did I even do this at? Okay, so it looks like it is working. It is continuously sending off the automations. It's not doing exactly what I said to do though, but it is working, which is the most important thing. Where the fuck is what I'm looking for? New tab? Is it this one? Okay, so right now, why is it not set? So if I go back into Notion, okay, so the biggest dilemma that I faced with automating this stuff is that I want it to happen every day, and that info goes to another database. So that way the data remains static. Because right now I can have it show the last day, but it's only the last day. It's not, like I can only see one day, and it's yesterday. And that's relative. So in 12 weeks from now, I can only see yesterday. 3 weeks ago, I can only see yesterday. So if I can just have that populate statically, meaning it just submit, like copy paste, removes all ties, it's just raw data, then I can sort that much easier. But because Notion doesn't support that, I have to make an automation myself. And this is going to be the bread and butter for all metrics. And so because of that, I think I'm in the clear. So I'm going to run this and see if it populates a blank. Okay, so this doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Okay, let's just bust out some ChatGPT really quickly. I got a thing open. Where is it? This stuff is so much fun to try to figure out. I just hate the thought that not making any money, this is not beneficial to survive financially. I mean, I'm learning, and long term it is, but it's like right now, I'm not making progress, immediate progress, I should say. And I think that's the biggest. When this automates every 15 minutes, it doesn't populate the data. It just makes a new row. Why? Wait, but when I manually click run once, it does what I want. Why is that? Yeah, it doesn't add router, add a module, add note. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't. This happens because of how the first Notion module is set up. When you hit run once, it searches, finds a quarter row, and pushes the data in the quarter lock. When it runs every 15 minutes, Make doesn't know which item to update. It just creates a brand new row instead of syncing the existing one. By default, okay. You need to tell Make to update the same row in the quarter lock and keep it. So use update database item instead of create new database item. No, I want to store the page ID from quarter. I need new entries into the quarters log database, though. It just needs to look at the same and only one row in quarters. And this whole quarters thing is just a test database that I made. I just wanted to test if it would work, and then now, half the day later, here we are. So use get database item instead of search objects. Okay, so we need to, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Right click, settings, run this module only, add a module. So settings. search objects. No, I don't need to search. So do I just delete it? I can't change it. So collapse, refresh. Okay, we're gonna delete it and we're gonna see what happens. Delete module. Delete anyway. Okay, so now we're going to get a database item. Paste the page ID of the one. Okay, so now we need to open Notion. Grab this link. The way that you get the link and the shit in Notion is such a pain in my asshole, dude. I just need the URL. And now we're going to delete all. So the ID or whatever is inside of the link. So I have to paste the whole link and then delete the last third of it and then the first third of it. So that way I'm left with the second third. Copy that. Enter that. Select from list. So it should only show me one. The fuck just happened, bro? Okay, so quarters. Database item ID. Quarter. Yeah, boom. Select from list. Yeah, save. Oh, no way. Does this work, bro? Run once. Module 2 reference not oh, shit. Hold on. So what's wrong? Is it because... Is it the wrong link? Oh, let's put the new link in here. Okay, delete all this shit. Okay. So it is the same. Oh, I gotta save. Save. Wait, what the fuck is that? Quarters? Quarters law. Okay, run once. Module references non-existing module 2. Well, I don't know what that means. So this is why ChatGPT is fucking awesome. So now I don't know what the hell's going on. So I paste the screenshot in here. What's this? The error module referencing means your create database item step is trying to pull data from a module that either was deleted, was replaced, or isn't properly connected in the mapping. What's happening? When you manually run it, it works because the search module... What? Select... Wait, can I enter manually? No, let's go. Select from list. Quarters. Correct. Quarters. Quarters. Save. Select from list. So refresh, I guess. Select from list. Database ID. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Search. Save. Run once. I don't get it. Module, can I just ignore the warning? Why didn't this work? Open the create database item module. Okay. Remove the current mapped fields. The ones pointing to 2. I don't know how to get rid of them. Okay. How do I turn that off, dude? Fields. Save. I don't know. Value must not be empty. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Go enter manually then. Okay, well, let's run it. Does it work? Oh shit. Oh shit. Did it work? What the fuck? Did it work? Wait. Run once. Okay, it does work. Okay, so now we needed to put what I want to put in there. So back to ChatGPT. Remove the current map fields. Remap them fresh by clicking the field and choosing the correct output from search objects. Okay. So I need to... Wait, what the... Dude, I don't know what is going on. Map. Fields. Okay. Quarters. Save. Run once. Doesn't work. Sick. Let's try again. No wonder why they give you 10,000 free, bro. I'm already at like 1,000 clicking this goddamn button. Okay, we'll go to this. Add item. What's the key? The key is this, and it's a title. And in there, we're going to put the text content, and that's going to be done. Save. Run once. Didn't work. What's going on? Content. Oh, wait. If I actually type in, is it called, I think I called it sweetness. So sweetness. Run once. Huh. Okay, it worked. Okay, so now I need to know if it works every 15 minutes on automation. There's no way for me to tell that. I'm about to pay for this right now. I'm not waiting 15 minutes. Notifications. Oh, wait. Save. It's so weird. It's 2025 in this cloud software. I have to click save. How about just save? Any change I make, just save. 9:54 a.m. Encountered error and integration Notion. Scenario has not been paused and continues to run according to your settings. Nevertheless, you should pay attention to the issue. Cannot find database ID. Okay, let's delete that. Is this... I don't know. Hopefully this type of shit for a podcast is entertaining or at least interesting if you're listening in 2030 or something. Hopefully by that time I got some shit popping off. How many... Oh, that's cool. It'll tell me... Yeah, I've used 100 of my free 10,000. Starting on August 27th, we will be replacing operations with credits as our new unit of billing. Okay. So let's go to scenarios, go to personal Notion. How do I move that? Move to folder, personal Notion, move, personal Notion, click on this. History, okay. I can go back, incomplete executions, nothing, history. Less than one, okay, it tells me how long it took, the details of it. Oh, this is so nice. There's a few things about the software that fucking blow ass, but for the most part, I think it's pretty nice. Upgrade. How much is it? A limited number of active scenarios, 1 minute interval. Yeah, so I think I'm going to pay for this one. It is $10.50 a month. That allows me to not wait 15 minutes. It also gives me, I would say, a lot of... So this is core. Make AI tools. Build, customize, manage intelligent AI agents, then adapt in real time within your make environment. That's fancy. Huh. Access to enterprise apps and information security compliance. Cool. Payments, installed apps, variables. So I go to my scenarios, click on this, history. Schedule. So last time it went off was 11:58. So the next time it's going to go off is 12:13. It's 9 minutes away. Fuck. I just want this. I want to know if it works. Whatever. Anyway, I got to get back to working on Mina stuff. I'm also going to lunch with my dad today. At least that's the... Yeah, cut off, dude. Sometimes, I guess, when I'm using voice memos and I switch out of the app, it stops. Other times, it doesn't. Turns out today is the day that it does. So I'm going to lunch with my dad. I'm going to try to squeeze in a quick gym session and then come back and start working on stuff. Probably owe Mina another 2 hours, if I had to guess. And I need to work on PT Dom stuff later. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with a lot of this. So that's I don't know if I'll have more. I'm sure I will after. If this works, if this thing works, That's going to be awesome because it acts as a security blanket. So if somebody does steal, they don't get the perks. And also it gives me a reason to, like, it gives me a small reason to be like, hey, all these automations, it's a monthly expense for me. You got to pay for it, kind of thing. Like, that is included. Or I could say, like, hey, all these automations, you don't pay for them. I do. Whatever else. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'll have to look into the whole Notion thing. I think regardless, I would be paying for it. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I got so, like, I'm doing I'll be doing trainings for the PT Dom group. I don't know, dude. If I get 15% of the profit away. So if somebody signs up for $1,500, $500 a month recurring, if he gets 15% of that, it's like, what was it? 225? Because 10% of 1,500 is 150. Yeah, 225 for that. And then 75 a month. So that takes about $300 in the first 2 months away. I don't know, dude. If it is 15%. Also, just want to remind everybody listening that the whole point is to document everything. And so if I sound like a broken record talking about the same shit, or just like the last hour, or I guess the last whatever, of me just talking to ChatGPT trying to figure something out, that's the whole point of what I'm trying to do with this podcast. And so if it's annoying or if it is repetitive, for a while I wanted to not upload them all because my goal, my vision with this podcast does not need to be public. I will be recording something every single day for the rest of probably forever, just to document it. And yeah, so I mean this with love in my heart, but I don't care if you listen or if you don't listen. It's very cool to see these numbers go up, and it is cool to get some ads going on the show because I make money from it. And in case you're wondering how fucking much money I've made from ads on this show, let me tell you, $1.46. So I'm getting rich over here. All right. And I don't get a payout until I reach $20. And at this rate, I won't hit it for a couple of years. And that's fine because I'm doing this to document. So all the shit that I share and I talk about or whatever, this is me going through what I'm trying to learn how to do and build and blah, blah, blah. And it's just how it goes. So, yeah. But above all else, I got to finish the shit so that I can package up and sell it. And hopefully with all these automations, they could even help me build things. Maybe I could do that. I'm sure I could actually have it do that. Fuck. I think I can. When I make a certain property. Oh, we got to figure this out right now. Can I do a Notion automation so that when I create a property in a database called metric 1, it then creates 10 more properties called metric 1A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. Let's see. If it says yes, we are... I can't. Are you sure? Can make automations create properties in Notion? Notion's database visual tools like make allow for the automation of various actions within Notion database, including creation of mission pages. However, creating new properties in the Notion database through automation is not direct functionality. Damn it. While you cannot automate the creation of a new property type, You can automate the population of existing properties when a new page is added or a property is added. For example, automatically setting status property to do. Well, I know that. Automate the creation of new pages based on templates, which can be include defined. Include defined. Include defined. All right. Whatever. Which can be include defined. Include defined properties and their values. Use external automation tools like Make to interact with the Notion API, which allows for more complex actions, including potentially adding or modifying database. Can make automations create databases. Damn it. Well, that sucks. So it looks like we are stuck with the whole JSON import. So I'll code that, make a giant database, and then use Make to populate it. Can make automations change the formula inside a formula property in Notion? Nope, it can't. Fuck! It's all good. All right, well, I'll be back later. If not, then that's the show. Peace. Yo, I'm back. And I am so pleased to announce that this automation thing works. Exactly as I intended it to. Perfectly, flawlessly. It works. It works exactly as I want it to. Exactly. So that makes my life 100 million times easier. One trillion times easier. And I'm stoked about it. And I think I should have done this sooner. It's been hours for me since I talked about this. It's probably been 5 minutes for you because you're listening. But like I was saying earlier, I guess, it acts as a security blanket, because if I make everything into Make or Zapier or whatever, if they transfer it, it doesn't work. So if they take everything, that's fine. They can have, but it's not going to work. And I'll be honest, figuring this out was simple. It just took some time. It took some patience. That's for damn sure. Every time I've tried to set it up in the past, I just see everything and I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm good. That's probably why people don't use it. Probably why people pay other people good money to do it. So, yeah, pretty pumped about this. I was actually at lunch with my dad, and I went and logged in my Notion account on my phone. Logged in. I just clicked on the app. And I went to the database that I assigned these automations to, and guess what? They were going. And they were going exactly as I wanted them to. Matter of fact, the last one ran at 2:58, so it's now 3 o'clock. So the next one's going to run in 13 minutes. So I'm going to change the name of this. To just, yes, sir. And I don't know why. I just want to see that it works with different numbers and different. I want to be thorough because I don't want to get too excited, but fuck, dude. It works, bro. And that makes my life easier, not to mention all these different automations that I can do. What the fuck was that voice crack? Let's actually sign up for Make right now. Let's actually do that. Maybe we could do something like that live on the show, huh? Pretty cool. Signing up for a subscription. I don't know if anybody gives a shit, but let's go. Let's log in. Let's go to, where do I go? Upgrade. Where's that at? There's got to be an upgrade thing. It doesn't exist. They don't want me to give them money. I understand. Change billing details. I guess they don't want me to give them money, dude. Where's upgrade? Right there. Upgrade. Huh. Well, hold on. I thought it said I used 900 today. And I was like, what? I've used 95 of my free 1,000 per month. I get 10,000 when I sign up for the next thing. So let's just sign up. So free plan, no code workflow builder, 1,000 plus standard apps, unlimited users, 2 active scenarios. Oh, I can only have 2 active scenarios. Interesting. 5-minute scenario execution time. 5 minutes? That's crazy. What are you doing for 5 minutes? Custom apps. The next one, 10,000 operations a month. That's what I want. Save 15% if I switch to the yearly plan. So I can go 9 times 12, $9 a month times 12, it's 108. Or I can do build monthly, which is 1060, which would, if it's just $10, it would be 120. So they make $12 more if I go in full. And for me, spending an extra $1.60 a month to not have to fork over $108 today, I don't know. That's not enticing to me at all. It never has been, unless it's, so actually Motion, not Notion, Motion, the calendar, they did something like that where the calendar was, I don't know, like 40 something dollars a month. But if you paid in full for a year, it was 42% off. And so it brought it down to like, what was it? I think the calendar was like 37. And then if you paid in full, it was $20 a month. So it's $240. That's more enticing, but it's still $240. And I just, yeah, whatever. So let's buy this real quick. So $10.59 a month. Why do they want to know if I'm a business or not? Oh, they want my company tax ID. Well, I don't have any of that, so we'll get that. We'll get there soon. Utah, city, address. You guys want me to say it on the show live? Fuck off. So that's all good. Select payment method. Add a new payment method. Come on. Yep. Got it. Card. Okay, good. Loading, processing, whatever. Powered by Stripe. Interesting. All right. Am I done? Okay, I did it. Your plan was successfully changed. Very cool. So let's go into my financial spreadsheet. I'll add that to the finances. So the 22nd, I already have the 22nd. Oh, I paid my car. I'll just put that on the 20th. So I'll go make.com, go $11. Okay, now it's on there. It put it as a website. Don't need it to do that. I don't need it to be a website, bro. I appreciate it, though. There we go. Dude, remove the fucking link. There we go. So monthly expenses just went up 0.3% because of this subscription, but we're all right. It's going to allow me to do some cool stuff. So now that we can do that, let's just hurry and test some things out. Let's go into scenarios, personal Notion, integration. Let's make this every 1 minute. Someone just text me. Oh, that's weird. This company is called Celonis. Celonis Incorporated. Celonis. Okay, well, let's go 1 minute. So now it happens every minute on the minute, probably. Okay, well, let's see. Let's just hang out. Let's get a live timer in here. Live time. All right, so we've got 20 seconds. If it does it every minute on the minute, then it'll be 15 seconds. So let's see. I just changed the name. Let's see if it does it. Okay, 5 seconds. Here we go. Moment of truth. Or does it do it from the start of it? Let's see. Is it going? Well, it didn't go. Does it start a minute from when I turn it on? Because if so, it's going to take another. Every 1 minute. Oh, am I supposed to save it? Is that why it didn't go? We'll see in just a second if it goes. We're about to cross a minute of me turning it on. Right about now-ish. Should be going now. Nope. Is it because I didn't save it? That's some dumbass shit if it's because I didn't save it, dude. Save. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it just went to the next minute. So it's 3:10 right now. It just went to 3:10 and then it went off. So I just want to keep on messing with this. This is so cool to me. So if I go in and add another item, the key number 2 is going to be Q1. Value type is going to be a date. And then the date is going to be Q1 start. Nope, it's not what okay, this part is a pain in my asshole. Q1 start, save. Okay, so now we got to wait till 3:11, which is in 19 seconds. Should have mapped correctly. Oh, did I not save this? Oh my lord, dude. That's some shitty... It's fine. Okay, so 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Didn't go. Is it because I edit something and then it resumes for the next minute, so it should go off at 3:12? Is that what's going on? That's my prediction. I don't know. I guess we'll just wait. Again. I could pause the thing, but I'm not gonna. Just gonna wait it out. Got 20 seconds. Tick tock. Hey Siri, play the Jeopardy soundtrack on Spotify.
Here's Jeopardy! Main theme from Jeopardy! By Geek Music on Spotify.
Okay, it should go now. Why is it not going, bro? I guess they probably should have ran it once to see if it works. My prediction then is that it doesn't work. That's why it didn't go. Actually, let's be debuggers here. Let's go to the history. I know I can do that. Let's go to scenarios. Let's go, what's this? Show in grid every 1 minute. History. Error. Yep, error. Okay, so the details. I knew it, bro. Create a note. Q1 is not a property that exists. I beg to differ. I'm looking at it right now. But let's go, since it is correct and I'm wrong, let's go and let's try to run it once, see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay. So the issue is properties value. Okay, so that's incorrect apparently. Wait, what do I put in here? Sweetness. Q1. Yes, it is. Properties value. On start. It's right there. I'm looking at it. Save. Run once. Q1 is not a property that exists. Oh my hell. Is it because it has a space? No way. If it's because it has a space, that's crazy. That's going to make my... Hold on. It's because it has a space. It said Q1 space. Oh, wow. I guess we're going to be pieces of shit, huh? So if I do a lowercase s in sweetness, will that not work either? No way. I'm fucked. It makes sense. I understand. I'm not surprised. It's just bummer, dude. Okay, boom. Okay, it goes. It's still going. I don't know why it's taking forever. There we go. Test, yes, sir. Wait, so what if this is a roll-up? I want want to make sure that if it's a roll up, it's still. So we're going to change type to roll up the renewal log, and we're just going to count. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. 4. Now, if I do it again, if I run it, it should not work. Oh, it does work. Okay, but it's not the correct. I understand. So once an automation is built, I have to go back in. It doesn't change with Notion. I have to go back in there and change it myself, which is fine. So is that saying that what is value type? Value type. Each field have their own value type text number. The input value of the field. I guess we'll find out. So if I say that there's no roll up, so I guess it would have to be a number. So if that's a number, click save, and we run it. Oh, it's not working. Not good. Not good. So we'll go 1 star. Oh, there we go. It's because function count. So if I do type number, because it's a roll up now, we'll go type 1 number, we'll go save, we'll go run. Number. Why didn't it work? Am I doing the wrong thing? Oh, because I'm doing the wrong thing. So now I got to fix the first one. Text, content. Okay, so I got to fix the correct one. So the correct one here is number, and the value is going to be Q1 start type. What would be a function? Let's do type. Let's see what happens. Run once. Operation failed with an error. Validation failed for parameters. What the fuck does that mean? Invalid number and parameter value. What? So it's definitely this value. Start one and type number. I'll just do number. Save, go. It didn't put the number in there. This is a problem. This is a problem because it needs to work. There's no roll up. Oh, it's because I got it. Let's see. So we're going to go Q1 start. We're going to go function is the count because it's a roll up. That makes sense to me. Run once. Wait, am I supposed to save it? Run once. Ha, it doesn't work. I was wrong. Okay. Q1 start. Function. So number. Didn't I just do number? Save. Run once. Why is it not? Oh, because this is a date prop. Oh, my Lord, dude. It's still a fucking date property. I'm dumb. So this is a number now. So now let's try this shit again. Nope, doesn't work still. Why? So the first one is correct then. Q1 start. Type number. It's got to be. No, it doesn't work. Error. Sweet. Next. Let's go to the function. Function count. This has to be. It's what I thought from the start because it's a roll up. It has to be. Why, dude? Value type. Text? Is it just text? Rich text? Change type. Edit renewals log. It's a number. Multi-select. All right, Mr. GPT, Gabriel Pete Thomas, how are you? Let's see. Oh, annoying. Why is my automation not working? Wait. Can make... I don't even want to ask that question because I don't want it to tell me no. Because if it does tell me no, then we are back to searching for solutions, in which I don't think there are any, which is very unfortunate because it's been a roller coaster last couple of days with this shit. So let's look at this. Let's put it back into ChatGPT. Oh, please just fucking load it away. Why don't you do, bro? Okay, so that's there. Just take a screenshot of what I'm trying to do. Send it in. Why is this make automation giving this error? Oh, actually, I need to take a screenshot of interior here. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, in parameter value. It's a number though. Item 1 sweetness you correctly set as title, that's fine. Item 2 Q1 you set as a number, but the mapped value is function. It's making pull-up property structure, not just numeric content. Make sure you're mapping out only numeric output from Notion. It is. And expand the Q1 start property until you see the actual. It is. Okay. Q1 start. I need number. Okay, number. Okay, try again. Didn't work. Why is it not working? Okay, so now it works, but it's not taking the roll up value. I swear if it tells me no, I'm going to be very upset. From Q1 start in quarters DB and putting it into Q1 in quarters log. Okay. After your get database item module for quarters DB, set a variable, set multiple variables module. I need a new module? Why? Right now, your automation is pulling the rollup property Q1 start from quarters database and trying to drop it into Q1. But rollups in Notion don't behave like plain numbers when make fetches them. They come back as an array object list of the results, not a single number. That's why it isn't passing through. You need to extract the actual numeric value from the rollup array before mapping it. After your get... What about this function from make? Okay, I'm going to send a screenshot. And it's going to pull the count. So the function, even though it said no last time, take a screenshot, send it in. What about now? Yes, that's ready, but here's the subtle catch. When you map a Notion rollup and make number, may still point to an array of objects because rollups can contain multiple values. If the rollup has only one value, you need to count all. Oh my hell. Okay, how do I make a new module so that I can pull from rollups? Okay, so the good news is that it does work with rollups. I just have to do a little extra work. After your Notion get database item, click add another module. How do I do that? How do I just add a new one? Add Notion. Wait, so I get tools. Okay, so I search for tools, set. Okay, set variable. What's going on? Okay, tools. In the variable field, Map your roll-up property. Variable name? Oh, okay, I see. So I go Q1 start. Number. Let's type number. Name that variable something like Q1 value. Wait. Q1 value. And so this is going to be the number. Okay. In your Notion create database item, use Q1 value for Q1 field. Oh. So that would be Q1 value. Well, I don't know what's going on. This is where it gets, I don't know. Save. Run. Okay, well, it ran. After the get, what am I supposed to put it as? Number? Q1 start. Q function count values. So it's got to be this one. It has to be this one. Has to be count values. It has to be. Please just work, bro. Does this work? All right, well, I think I'm going to end this right now. If I come back, then I come back. But yeah, that's the show. I'm not going to sit here and do this for the next however long. So I know this is a long one. Got the call with Dawson, and that's in the middle of this. And then we got the stuff in this morning. So appreciate you listening as always. But I'm going to go and try to figure this out. So bye-bye.